Health and Wellness in 1997. Mental Issues and Disorders. According to mentalhealth.org, living healthy was frowned upon. According to Decade of the Brain, thanks to the new generation of atypical antipsychotic drug therapies, millions of Americans suffering from severe brain disorders can lead more independent lives today without the devastating physical side effects of older medications. According to BatonRogueBehavioral.com, exorcism, malnutrition, and inappropriate medications all appeared as treatment methods for people with mental illness. This idea was that people with mental illness were crazy or otherworldly and influenced the lack of effective treatment methods. Also from CDC.gov, the 1997 national total of 127 confirmed or probable California cerebroviral encephalitis cases, all of which were LA Cross encephalitis cases, is the fourth largest yearly total of such cases reported since 1964. The same three case reports from West Virginia, 57% of the national total, represent the state's largest total of an increase of 11% of its 1996 total. Much of the increase in the reports from West Virginia may be attributed to the state's recent implementation of an active surveillance system for this disease. According to Toper.com, Tia margarita namibrensis is a gram-negative conchoid proteobacterium that is large enough to be visible to the naked eyes. According to WHO.int, humans can be infected with avian, swine, and other zoonotic influenza viruses. Also by CDC.gov, the list of 52 infectious diseases designated as notifiable at the national level during 1997. PubMed.gov states that in Poland, 114 AIDS cases and 579 newly discovered HIV infections have been registered in 1997. Annual numbers of diagnosed and notified AIDS cases and HIV infections were rather stable during recent years. The nearest future of HIV or AIDS epidemiological situation will depend on medical and social care, personal behaviors, and preventive activities. According to Huai.eu, the largest bacterium ever found, a harmless organism that grows as a string of white beads large enough to be visible to the naked eye, has been found in the coastal sediments off the coast of Namibia by an international research team. Diseases. In February 1997, monkeypox, a disease which closely resembles smallpox, is preventable by the vaccination against smallpox. The first outbreak of an avian influenza, H5N1 virus in humans occurred in Hong Kong in 1997. Homosexuality. In Tasmania, Australia, homosexual activity becomes legal. Tasmania decriminalizes homosexual activity, making homosexual activity legal in all Australian states. In Texas, the United States, the same-sex marriage becomes not legal. The Family Code was amended to prohibit the same-sex marriage. Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Senator Jesse Helms describes homosexuals as degenerates and weak, morally sick wretches. Additionally, Senate Majority Leader Trent compares being gay to an alcohol addiction. Even worse, Matthew Shepard, a gay student at the University of Wyoming, was beaten into a coma and tied to a fence outside Laramie, where he would not be discovered for 18 hours. He eventually died with a cracked skull. From TheAtlantic.com. Smoking. In the United States, cigarette smoking is the leading cause of preventable morbidity and mortality and results in approximately 430,000 deaths each year. In 1997, an estimated 48 million, 24.7% of adults, including 25.7 million, 27.6% of men, and 22.3 million, 22.1% of women, were current smokers. The 1997 NHIS Sample Bill Questionnaire was administered to a nationally representative sample, N equals 36.116, of the U.S. non-institutional civilian population aged greater than or equal to 18 years. The overall response rate for this survey was 80.4%. Participants were asked, Have you smoked at least 100 cigarettes in your entire life? And do you now smoke cigarettes every day, some days or not at all? Current smokers were persons who reported having smoked greater than or equal to 100 cigarettes during their lifetime, and who smoked every day or some days at the time of the interview. Vaccines in 1997. Diphtheria, a bacterial infection in nose and throat. Tetanus, a bacterial infection that affects nervous system. Pertussis, an airway infection in your throat. Polio OPV, a viral infection causing nerve injury and can lead to paralyzation. Measles, a respiratory tract viral infection commonly found in children. Symptoms are a fever and skin rash. Mumps, a viral infection infecting your saliva or guts. Rubella, a disease caused by a respiratory rash. The 3 Qs. What were things like? In 1997, society didn't really care about the people itself, such as the mental wellness of humans. They're more focused on solving complex diseases. What was your topic like? It showed the rootlessness of humanity and showed how professionals tried evolving the human nation rather than evolving humans itself. Why were things like that? Society was very strict and stereotypical in the past. If someone was different, it was hard to gain acceptance. However, humanity still needed to evolve to what nature was throwing at them, and so they were working to the best of their ability to save humanity as fast as possible.